One of the toughest questions a buyer can ask their real estate agent in this market is, hey, is this a good time to buy right now? I know the standard sales answer, it has been the same answer for the past 100 years, is that today is the best time to buy, sign the deal, today is the best time to sell, sign the contract. That is what we're taught when we get into sales, but obviously that is not the right answer, at least not for every single person. So what you're going to see in the next few months while this is happening is you're going to see two groups of people. What you're going to see is you're going to see people who are very cautious about what's going on, and they are going to be like, you know what, spring is busy, that's fine, but what happens after the spring? I think I'm going to just wait to see what happens after the spring. And then you're going to have people on this side who are very bullish about the market, and they're going to be like, hey, I told you guys, there is no bad market, everything's fine, it was just a small correction, get back in there, sign the deal, and that's fine. You know, they both have their arguments, and whichever way you go, you have to be careful, because at the end of the day, it's your own money. Like, if something goes wrong, Bank of Canada is not your friend. Your bank is not your friend. Sometimes even your family is not your friend. I hate to say that, but you know, that is the truth. So people who are going to be bullish on the market, basically they are going to be very optimistic. They're going to be like, go, go, go. And there is nothing wrong with that. I'm not trying to tell anybody how to run their own business, but I am just trying to look out for sellers and buyers, like the general public. You got to do your own research, you know, because a lot of the information is available publicly. Some information only agents have access to. So hopefully you guys find a good agent, you know, who's going to give you guys all the data. There are tons and tons of good agents. There are some bad ones too, but there are a lot more good agents than bad ones. So I'm sure you'll find somebody good. So the people who are going to be bullish about the market, what they are going to point out to you when you're thinking of buying is there's no supply. And that is true. The supply is very, very low right now. Usually the supply picks up in April and May because the weather's better. People are just in a better mood. So that's when more houses go up on sale. So low supply, which is correct. Multiple offers are back up. High immigration. A lot of people love to use this stat. And I mean, you know, it is a legit stat. That is true. There are a lot more people coming in every single year. Maybe you guys can leave me your thoughts. Do you guys think it's good to be bullish about the market right now, or should you be more cautious? So low supply, multiple offers are up, high immigration, inflation's coming down. It is true compared to 3-4 months ago. And look at the MLS data. That is true too in the last 6 weeks or so. And I'm sure the March data will be showing that the market has improved. And Bank of Canada paused the rate hikes. So that's going to be the bullish side of people. Now, people who are a bit more cautious about the market, sometimes they get labeled as pessimistic, which is not the case. You know, there's nothing wrong with being careful with your money. It's not like you're buying, you know, like a slice of pizza. Like you go to Pizza, you buy it, you're like, oh, I don't like it, throw it out. Maybe next time I'll go to Pizza Hut. You're not talking about $5-6 at a time. You're talking about hundreds and thousands of dollars. Now, people who are cautious about the market, they will say inflation is still too high, which is true. They want to be at 2%. We are nowhere close to that. Spring is always busy. That is also true. We're going to have to wait and see how the market is in June, July, August. And Bank of Canada will raise the rate again to keep up with the US. I think you guys probably know the US is not stopping. The Federal Reserve, they are like, well, we're going to keep increasing the rates, and the banks are falling apart and all kinds of stuff going on over there. So we can't separate too much from the US because then the loonie gets weaker, and you know, so that is one of the reasons Bank of Canada has to kind of stay step to step with the US. People will have a tough time qualifying for the mortgages. That's not just the interest rate, but the stress test. Like, so you're not qualifying for the rate, you're qualifying at the stress test. So a lot of people are not going to be able to afford a mortgage. So therefore the market is going to decline because the demand will be unfortunately lower because people can't qualify. And the last one is going to be people will have a tough time carrying the mortgages, because if the rates keep going up, eventually there are going to be a lot of people who just can't keep up with the payments, and they will unfortunately have to sell. I just want to be very, very clear. Sometimes I get labeled like, oh, I'm looking forward to the crash and this and that. That is not the case at all. I would hate for anyone to lose their house, anyone to lose a job, anyone to lose any kind of money. Believe me, I've been there, and it sucks. It's the worst feeling in the world. So I think I've done all three. Lose money, lose job, lose house. Like, so I'm talking about personal experience. So that is not the reason I was making those videos. The reason I was making those videos was not too many people were talking about that, and there's nothing wrong with being cautious about the market. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, just be careful. Not every day is the best time to buy or sell, and for some people, it's best to not sell. Like, just hang on, wait till the market recovers fully, and then you'll never lose in the long term with real estate. So you hang on to it for another 3 years, 5 years, you're going to make a lot more money.